Don't act like you forgot.
Hello babes, welcome back to the channel. If you are new, welcome. So by the title, you've read that we'll be talking about none other than the fashion icon, beauty icon, Miss Ashley Banks, played by the beautiful Tatiana Ali. So let's get into it.
Just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to don an apron on Thanksgiving? I don't think so.
Carlton, do you hear that?
You mean your song on the radio?
No, I mean the cash register's racking up my record sales.
When we're introduced to Ashley, she is the youngest of the siblings, Hillary and Carlton, who is this sweet young girl who is sometimes unsure of herself and blossoms into this confident, well-dressed teenager who becomes the it girl of the 90s and every girl's fashion inspiration on TV. Ashley's wardrobe was a reflection of her growth on the series and how she matured over time within her style choices and how she presented herself. In the beginning of the series, Ashley is dressed by her parents, like most young children are, and her style is adorable and age-appropriate, filled with bows, chunky, colorful cardigans, corduroy skirts, and puffy dresses. I also want to applaud the costume designers Judy Richmond and Penny Larson for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because it's no easy task to dress an entire cast and make sure they not only stand out from each other and have their own unique style that is consistent with their character, but to dress them well and still set trends till this day is something that cannot go unnoticed. When season 4 rolls around, Ashley is coming into herself, and as the season progresses, so does her fashion. And she goes from the sweet young girl who wore colorful cardigans and bows to the teenager who knows her personal style and what works for her. Ashley's fashion is indicative of the type of person she is. She doesn't just stick to one style, she consistently changes her looks. While she is the queen of a crop top and a mini skirt, Ashley will switch up and give you the relaxed, laid-back, cool girl look while still commanding the attention of the audience who watched her in her wardrobe. What made Ashley's wardrobe superb was the fact that she wasn't just donning the 90s style. A lot of the looks she wore were looks that hadn't been worn by anyone yet and was different than a lot of what we saw on 90s TV. She was the epitome of a 90s girl, but with her own flair and style. And her hair was always on point. As I always say, hairstyles can sometimes make or break an outfit. As a 90s girl, although very young at the time, I had a few pieces that Miss Ashley wore. Of course, not the crop tops, but the corduroy dresses, chunky sandals, mini book bags, the long floral skirts, and the short sleeve button-down tops, which I still love that style. What makes the 90s so special, in my opinion, was the fact that there was so much femininity, so many girls on TV that were girly and expressed themselves through clothing, hair, makeup, etc. And femininity didn't look just one way. Like both Ashley and Hillary are feminine but have completely different styles and ways they express themselves. For instance, Ashley wore a denim jumpsuit, something that Hillary would never wear, but still wearing her mini hoops and a red lip to add on to her laid-back look, but still being feminine. The quality of clothing was also better as well, which is something I loved about the shows back in the 90s, where that they would wear the same pieces in different ways, but it's a testament to the quality of the clothing. To have a show 30 years later influencing generation after generation is nothing short of legendary and iconic. Ashley's style is mentioned anytime we speak of 90s style icons, and deservedly so. She pioneered the style and fashion trends a lot of the girls are wearing today, not only in the fashion department, but beauty as well. Ashley Banks was the girl you looked to see as a young girl on TV for what trends were in, what she was wearing, to give you some inspiration that would help you in what you should wear. Ashley Banks is definitely one of the top fashion icons of the 90s. She didn't have not one look that made me say, okay girl, now what are you wearing? No, it was actually the opposite. I wanted every single thing Ashley wore, even her simpler outfits like her high-waisted mom jeans with the plaid shirt tied around her. She just made you want everything in her closet. And Miss Tatiana Ali was a fashion icon herself as well. She always had the best looks on and off the Fresh Prince, which I'm sure she had input on what she wore and what was on trend at the time, seeing as she was a teenager in the 90s. Mini skirts, plaid and tennis skirts, chunky boots and sandals, layered looks that made sense, pastels, baby doll dresses, the natural makeup look, wispy bangs, curly bangs, you name it, and Ashley did it, and she did it well. Ashley was what it meant to be a black girl in the 90s and how we expressed ourselves through fashion. The endless amount of blogs, videos, and Instagram posts that are centered around Ashley's fashion for today's teens is a true testament to how iconic and timeless the fashion was and how Ashley Banks will always be a fashion icon. And that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know below what are some of your favorite looks that Ashley Banks wore, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Liking helps the algorithm and it helps to get my videos out to people who may be interested in this type of content and my content as well. Don't be stingy with your likes. And I will catch you guys in the next video.